Number 1, it says, I normally have a lot of
Toast.
toast.
And 2x.
Toast.
Toast.
Toast and 2x.
2x.
For breakfast. Okay, very good. Number 2, how much
Fruit.
fruit? How much fruit can you have? Number 2, I only have a little
Milk.
Milk.
Not a lot.
not a lot. How many
Cup of coffee.
cups
Of coffee.
of
Cups.
coffee do you have on a 5-day? Number 5, I don't eat much
Meat.
meat,
I don't eat meat.
and I don't eat many
Cookies.
cookies. I have a few
Cookies. In the morning.
in the morning. Okay, very good. In the morning for a snack. Very good. So today we're going to learn about the quantifiers and how to use them. I want you to take notes, okay? In your notebooks. And then if you have questions, you can ask, okay? Pay attention, please. Quantifiers. So we use these quantifiers to talk about the quantity of something, okay? Para hablar de la cantidad de algo. Entonces vamos a aprender cómo y cuándo utilizarlo. So, here we have quantifiers for countable nouns, okay? When we talk about quantifiers in countable nouns and we want to ask a question, we use how many, okay, for questions. For sentences, we use many when we are talking about a large quantity, okay? We use many. We use a few or not many when we are talking about a small quantity, okay? So pay attention to this. Here we have a, how do you call this? What is this? How do you call this? Fridge. Here we have a fridge and the fridge is empty. As you can see, it doesn't have anything inside. So, and then we have, what are these? Apples. Okay. So how can you ask a question about this picture? ¿Cómo podríamos hacer la pregunta?
How many apples are there in the fridge?
Okay, how many apples are there in the fridge? Okay, and how can you answer? Which of them did you choose? Can you choose to answer the question?
Many apples. Many apples.
Yes. Entonces, ¿cómo sería la respuesta?
There are many apples.
Very good. There are many apples. No olvidemos la S al final, okay? In the fridge. Very good. Do you know any other words that we can say, that we can use to say many? ¿Alguna otra palabra que conozcan para decir mucho?
At all.
A lot. A lot, right? So we can use a lot of apples or lots of apples. Entonces podríamos utilizar cualquiera de las tres. There are many, there are a lot of, or lots of apples in the fridge. Okay? Very good. So these are the quantifiers you can use for countable nouns when we have a large quantity. Okay? Let's see the other example. What can you say for the question? ¿Qué preguntaríamos?
How many
How many?
apples?
The same question. How many apples are there in the fridge? And we use a few or not many. ¿Cómo podríamos hacer nuestra oración para la respuesta? What do you think? ¿Cómo sería nuestra respuesta? How many apples are there in the fridge? What is the answer?
Few apples.
There are many apples in there.
Ok, quiero que levanten la mano porque si no, no los puedo escuchar a todos juntos a la misma vez. Andrea?
There are few apples in the fridge.
Okay, yes, this is an option. There are a few apples in the fridge. ¿Cuál es la segunda opción que tenemos? Anybody? Santiago? Santiago?
There aren't many apples in the fridge.
Yes, there aren't many apples in the fridge. Very good. So we can use any of them, right? When we have a small quantity for countable nouns. What about this one? What is the question for this one?
How
many
many carrots
in the fridge?
Ok, no olviden levantar su mano para que podamos escuchar a todos porque se mezclan las voces, ¿ok? André, Ariane, what is your question?
How many carrots are in the fridge?
How many carrots are there in the fridge? Very good. And what about the answer, guys? Maria Jose?
There are a few carrots in the fridge.
Very good. We can use a few. There are a few carrots in the fridge. Or the other option is? Andrea? Andrea?
There aren't carrots.
There aren't?
Many carrots?
There aren't many carrots in the fridge. Ok, no olviden levantar su mano y cuando los nombres recién pueden participar. Ok, very good. Thank you. Let's go with the next one. What can we say here? What is the question here? Anybody? Daphne?
How many carrots are there in the fridge?
Ok, recordemos que how many, ok, como si fuera una E más o menos. How many carrots are there in the fridge? And what is the answer? Guzman?
There are many carrots in the fridge.
There are many carrots in the fridge. What is the other option we have? When we have a large quantity?
There are a lot
Por favor,
carrots.
sus micrófonos apagados hasta que yo los nombre. Ok, Gonzalo, please.
There are a lot of carrots in the fridge, or
There
there
are
are lots of carrots in the fridge.
Very good. There are a lot of carrots in the fridge or lots of. Very good. Let's go with uncountable nouns. Here we have quantifiers for uncountable nouns. Okay? So for questions, we use how much. Okay? We use a lot of or lots of for a big quantity, a large quantity. We use a little or not much for a small quantity. Okay, so here we have the fridge again. And what is this? How do we call this?
Cheese.
Cheese.
Protein.
Cheese, right? This is cheese. So how can we ask the questions? Raise your hand if you know how to ask the question. Karen, please.
How much are there in the fridge?
How much
Cheese are there in the fridge?
are there in the fridge? What do you think, guys? How much cheese are there in the fridge?
Is there in the fridge?
Is there, right, Karen? Is there. Very good, because it's uncountable. Remember, with uncountable, we don't use are. We don't use plural verbs. Very good. How much cheese is there in the fridge? And what is the answer? Anyone with the answer? Let's see, Matias Romero. What is the answer for this question? Matias Romero? What is the answer? I guess something is wrong with your microphone. Let's go with Thais. Thais, what do you think is the answer? Thais?
A lot of
¿Cómo? Rueda, what about you?
There is a lot of cheese in the fridge.
Very good. We use a lot of or lots of, cualquiera de los dos. There is a lot of cheese in the fridge, right? Very good. Let's go with the next one. What is the question here, please, Matias Marquez?
How much cheese is there in the fridge?
Very good. How much cheese is there in the fridge? And what is the answer for this question, Maria Victoria?
There is not much of cheese in the fridge.
Okay. Yes, we can say a little or we can say not much, right? Any of them. We can say there is a little cheese in the fridge, or we can say there is not much cheese in the fridge, right? Very good. Let's go with the next example. Rociel, please, what is the question here for this picture? What can we ask?
How much
What is this in the picture?
milk
Milk. Okay, how much milk?
and how much milk
Is there
in the fridge?
in the fridge? Okay, how much milk is there in the fridge? Okay, and what is the answer, Andrea Flores?
There is not much milk in the fridge.
Okay, yes, we can say not much or a little. There is a little milk in the fridge. Or we can say there is not much milk in the fridge. Si estamos hablando de milk, sin mencionar carton of milk, ¿ok? Porque si es carton of milk, ahí sí se convierte en contable. Por ahora estamos hablando de solo leche, ¿ok? Very good. Let's go with the next example. What about this one? Let's go with Alejandra Sandoval. How can you ask here the question?
How much milk is there in the fridge?
Very good. How much milk is there in the fridge? The same question. Isabella, the answer, please. What is the answer?
Is there
the answer?
There is a lot of milk in the fridge.
Very good. We can use a lot of or lots of. There is lots of milk in the fridge. Cualquiera de los dos, ¿cierto? Very good. So here we have all the quantifiers, and I want you to help me to classify them in a little chart. Okay, so here we have a little, lots of, how much, a few, a lot of, how many, not much, and many. Okay, so here we have the little chart, and I want you to help me to place the correct quantifier in the correct chart, okay, in the correct place. Number one, a little. Where can we place this? Is this for countable or uncountable nouns? A little.
Uncountable.
Uncountable, very good. Is for a large quantity, small quantity, or question? What do you think, Ariane?
A small quantity.
For a small quantity, very good. What about lots of? Lots of. Countable, uncountable, or both? Both significa ambos.
Uncountable.
Uncountable? Both. Okay, we can use lots of for both, for countable and for uncountable nouns. When we are talking about what? Large, small, or question? Large quantity, small quantity, or question? What do you think?
Large quantity.
Large quantity. So we can use this for both countable and uncountable. How much? How much?
Uncountable.
Is
Countable.
uncountable.
Question.
And for question, very good. A few.
Countable.
For countable nouns and
Countable, a small quantity.
small quantity. A lot of. A lot of.
But
Both, right?
Both,
Very good.
a large quantity.
Very good. Large quantity. How many?
Countable.
Countable and
Question.
question. Not many. Not many.
Countable.
Countable.
Countable, right? And what do you think? Large, small?
Small quantity.
Small quantity. Very good. A little, pardon, not much.
Uncountable.
Uncountable.
Uncountable. Very uncountable.
Small quantity.
Small quantity. And many? We can use many.
Countable.
Countable.
Countable and large
quantity.
Large.
Yes, very good. Many. Yeah. Okay, very good. So these are the quantifiers we are going to be using in this lesson. Okay, ¿alguna pregunta, alguna duda?